Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Liz and I'm glad you're here today. Love you guys. Thank you for coming on over to see what I'm doing in my craft room today. I'm going to work in my quotes book that has been a lot of fun. And lots of good reminders in here and how to think about life and things that are going on in my little world, my little circle of life. So I'm going to work on a page today using a few things from my collage binder. I haven't pulled that out in a long time. And this book I purchased from Helen H. at Moss Cottage. And I'm going to work, where did I find it? I was going to work on this page. I started thinking about some of the ideas I wanted to put together today. And the quote I want to look at is, every day may not be glorious, but there's something glorious in every day. And I got some other stuff here, but I think I'm going to stop at that. So, and then there's this book called 365 Days of Wonder it's called Mr. Brown's Precepts by R.J. Palacio. I'm not sure if that's the pronunciation is correct or not. This is a book that was in my physical therapist's office and it had a whole bunch of quotes in it. And so I thought, I took a picture of some of them, and then I decided I was going to add them to this book, some of them anyway. And I pulled out a few things from my collage binder, which I haven't opened in quite a while. And there's some things in there. It's like, oh, wow. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. But I found these two pieces. And this page is kind of dull, kind of bland. It's just got that. And it's like, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So my first instinct is these two items popped out at me as I was looking through my collage binder. They are very gloriously beautiful in their own way. Sometimes you have to sit to find what is glorious. You have to sit and be calm and listen and pay attention. So anyway, and I have a rocking chair similar to that. Anyway, I'm going to do some stenciling is what my thought was. Stencil this top part with this section. And then stencil the bottom one, use this. So I have like a wallpaper and a, what are those boards called that you put the, I can't think of the name of it. It'll come to me. It usually does. It'll come to me. Wainscoting. Thank you. There it is. Wainscoting. I've heard it both ways. So I was going to get to the stenciling, and I was going to use green, my Forest Moss Distress ink from Tim Holtz. Been using some of these things lately. Let me get something to put behind it so I don't accidentally get it elsewhere. So I thought I'm gonna do the top part here. Oh, that's sticky. Well, I hope everyone's having a nice day. Finding something to be creative with and about and for. Finding something beautiful, finding something glorious in your day. And some days are harder than others. I will grant you that. That's where we have to just sit and pay attention to what we need to pay attention to. Yeah, that gives it something. It gives it a little extra something. Even though most of it will be covered up with the artwork, I'm still going to stencil it in anyway. I do like this shade of green. It's very calming. Oops. And you gotta make sure these things stay down. Okay, what does that do with my situation so far? And the quote will be over here, and I think I'm gonna have to put it on something separate. I need some more stencil up here, so let's do that. Okay, looks good. Now, how does this bottom one gonna work? Because I have it having an uneven line. So I think I'll just do this and then I'll pull it down and finish from that side maybe. And I'm gonna use the same green. Let's see how this works. Maybe do it in a different type of tapping. So it almost looks like a separate texture. Then come down a little, come down and go from here. This could be tricky, a little bit tricky. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Okay, let's see now with that happening. And I didn't cut this out, so maybe I will take my X-Acto knife and cut out some of this white here in my, wow, in my board. Okay, so I think I need something right here. Let's do another strip of this here. And I'm not going to cut that out. Let's not make ourselves crazy. All right, put that aside. And let's border this. And I think the orientation is supposed to be this way. And I could do that. Kind of like that. Then it moves over there. But I also, let's stick with what I have here. Let's stay with the original. I want to do a double color on this too. And maybe I will add a little bit of brown on here as well. Maybe I'll add some brown on here. Turn this over and use it. Gives it a little, just knocks down that stark white. I didn't get down here, did I? That's okay. Okay, shall I glue? This does bother me right there. So let's go ahead and finish these off right here. That one and this one. Okay. That almost looks like the floor right there. All right. So keeping things simple. Sometimes I get overwhelmed. This might be a little tricky to glue with all the little cutouts. Okay, now help me figure out this right here. I'm going to put this quote here. I have this, or I could have do a tag offset or another type of frame. What do you guys think? Kind of don't want to cover up all that. Let me write it on here and see what it looks like. But I need to make sure I have it in a frame here, sort of. Let's just draw myself a reference. And the pen I want to use, let's see, this one. Kind of like that pen. Let's do that. That's a lot of words. That work? I don't know if I like my writing though. Let me try it in a different kind of a font. Let's try. Maybe a little more space too. Use lines to maybe make it fit better. How about that? How does that look? kind of like that. Well, we're going to go with that one. Let's give this a little more of a... So, let's cut this out. And this is just tracing paper. And if you don't have tracing paper, you could use a napkin, you could use tissue paper. If you want that translucent look. With the deli paper, that works as well. Okay. Let's trim it up just a smidge so I can get that one line. And it shouldn't cover up in just about anything. It should be pretty translucent, pretty yeah. I might put a flower or something down there. Okay, let's glue this. My glue stick's kind of bumped up from the chair. And these things, this paper is nice. You can put paint on the back of it if you'd like to make it stand out more. If you don't want it to be translucent. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's get this corner right here. It's moving a little. Let's see. I like that. Looks a little plain. Do I want to add anything else? I think I'm going to leave it for now. I think I'll just leave it as is for now. If you've got an idea, I might border that, but that would take away from this. I mean, the fact that it's there kind of takes it away. And this corner right here looks a little blah. But I like the simplicity of it. Got two pictures that are, I like the tones. I like the green. I like that there's leaves up here to kind of mimic that, and the green to pull out from there. And I like the browns. I think I'm just going to leave the simplicity. I'm going to leave it right there as is. That's going to be my glorious. Just a few things with greens and browns and nature tones. I like it. And sitting there maybe with a cup of coffee, thinking about being grateful or thankful for things to find what's glorious in any given day. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. I think that's all I'm going to do in this page. If I do anything else, I'll put a picture of it up for you. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on over today. And I hope you're doing something creative and finding something that's glorious in your day. Take care. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.